Hello everyone, welcome to another week of planetary weather forecast. We'll start the video with me explaining the astrology of this upcoming week from April 18 to 24. And then we'll talk about what's happening in the skies, how these energy can benefit us or how we can use it to help us navigate life. And then we'll go into part 2 where I'll do a tarot reading for the collective to see if we can get any additional message guidance from the tarot cards. So let's begin. This week we have a star of the week. It's Mercury. Mercury is going to be doing quite a few aspects with different planets up in the sky. So Mercury is having a very busy week. So are we, because he's one of our personal planet. He rules, governs the way we think, our thoughts, the way we communicate. So our mind might be a little bit busy this week as well. So let's see. So we just experienced our full moon in Libra, which is a very beautiful full moon, and we're still experiencing the energy of this full moon this week. And if you would like to know more about it, I did do a video about it, so feel free to check that out. And the aspect that happened during that full moon is going to still be around us this week, and actually some of them peaks this week, so we'll talk about them here as well. And Venus in Pisces is having a sextile with Mercury and Uranus in Taurus. She's also ruler of Taurus, so they are kind of working in a harmonious energy because the Venus is in Pisces. She's exalted there. She's having a good time there. So it's a pretty beautiful energy for us as well. Mercury, busy bee, while he is having a sextile with Venus, he is also having a conjunction with Uranus, and they're both in Taurus. Mercury is already in Taurus. So Mercury is embracing a new energy to the way we speak, we think, or we communicate. And now he's having a conjunction in Taurus. So what does it represent? Uranus is that lightning and that higher cosmic mind energy. So it can be seen as, and it's happening on Monday, on the 18th. So this can be seen as a wake-up call, a light bulb moment, an aha moment. The alarm goes whack, whack in your mind, or it can be a sudden revelation within you. It can be within your thoughts. It can also come through from information you receive from somebody, something, the news that gave you I never thought of things this way, or I never see it that way. I never thought this idea would come up within my mind. I didn't think that I would see this person with this new light or this new thinking as well. So this could be something like that, whether it is about you having that within yourself, about yourself. You suddenly discover something within yourself, right? Maybe it changed a perspective of you seeing someone, something, or an area of your life. It might be brought in from you having a conversation with somebody, and suddenly this little intuitive hits just come through, and as you're flowing your words out, you also suddenly realize something, discover something, or learn something, right? So this is it can be felt as a electric moment where you just, now I get it. I see it. Something like that. And for example, if you're working in the creative industry or you're a creative person, you might even have a sudden light bulb moment today or around this time. Maybe you have a new idea for your new song, new movie, new book, or whatnot. And it doesn't mean that you have to be in the creative industry in order to have this. You can have that. Anyone can have that. Anyone can decide, I have this idea of wanting to start this, or I have this idea, now I see things differently. in a particular area of your life or about somebody in your life. This can be also be seen in everyone's everyday life as well. And with the Venus sextiling Mercury and Uranus, this communication might come in a different form. Given Venus is in Pisces, it can come in through your meditation, through your dreams, through your spiritual practices. It can also be a very subtle feeling, but with Uranus being there, I don't think it's going to be a very subtle thing that we will receive. It will be like, ooh, now I see it. That kind of energy. Maybe this, whatever that comes in for you, everyone have their own experiences, and we're all on our own journey. No matter how this information, aha moment, inspiration, idea, or just an insight that comes to you, it will maybe help you to move forward in a certain area of your life. Maybe it will help you to make a decision. Maybe it will help you to take that leap of faith and just go for what it is that you want to go for in life as well. And while this can be all of the above, for some people, when we have Mercury Uranus having a conjunction, it might be people feeling anxious, anxiety about something as well. This can play out that way. So the best advice I can give is when this energy comes in, it is asking us to move the energy. A shift, a change, or some kind of action is needed. So just pay attention to what that means to you, what comes up for you during that time. Of course, also use your own discernment regarding to what comes up for you, what happens to you, and just move and embrace this energy and see where it leads you to certain people, things, or area of your life. And if it helps, go and take a walk, smooth your mind, do something to calm your mind, to help you process with whatever comes up. Mercury being in Taurus, it probably will give you a sense of groundedness to allow you to process this as well. So on 19 Tuesday, we did have that full moon in Libra a couple days ago, and during that full moon, the sun and the moon is having a square with Pluto in Capricorn, and that aspect just began during that time, and the sun will actually continue to square Pluto and peaks on today. So this energy, while it can be a little tense, but it is also inviting us to go a little deeper, to do a little bit of excavating work within ourselves, about ourselves. And because sun is still in Aries, so it is about the sense of self, and it is asking us to go deeper within ourselves, to explore what do we truly want, what are our desires, needs, and wants regarding to the people around us, because it is related to that Libra full moon. So it talks about how you're seeing yourself in all these external different relationships that you have with people. How do they reflect you to yourself? Is there work that needs to be due? Maybe you have changed, you have grown. There are people in your life that you feel no longer resonates with you. Their energy, they change too. While we change, sometimes people that is within our circle change as well. And as we grow into a newer version of us, as we evolve, as we learn, our wants and needs might change. So is everyone else. And that is totally fine. We do not have to feel like we have to hold on to people or things, relationships that no longer resonate or vibrate at the frequency that we are at. And while it can be painful, it can be uncomfortable, also understand that it is here to make space, to welcome the new you, or other connection that you will make down the road, whether it is work, friends, family, siblings, love, or whatever that means in your life, because we're talking about all external relationships. On the next day, Wednesday on the 20th, well, the sun is finally leaving that fiery, forward-moving cardinal fire sign Aries. And now the sun ingress into this calm, cool, collected Taurus. Yes, we are moving into Taurus season today. Things will feel a little different. I don't know if you feel this way, but this Aries season that we're still experiencing, doesn't feel so Aries in a way. Yes, we do feel that fire. I'm certain that many of us feel that forward movement, things are happening, we're making things happen. There's this fire inside us, and we begin to see spring coming and stuff like that in the northern hemisphere. But we also have very, very strong Pisces energy and some heavy air energy too. So this Aries season didn't feel like the fire is in their full force. And guess what? You might also feel like that in this Taurus season. So usually in Taurus season, we're thinking about it is the peak of spring. Taurus is this fixed earth sign, brings instability. We feel like, oh, the spring is peaking. We see the mother nature blossoming around us. If you're in the northern hemisphere, and Taurus season bring in this groundedness for us, and it is ruled by Venus, so we might feel like we want to indulge in the food that we love, the drinks that we love. And Taurus is also about connecting ourselves through senses and pleasure. We might find ourselves indulging in things that make us happy, wearing this fabric that we feel comfortable in. We're enjoying our food, we're enjoying the nature, connecting with our senses through nature, appreciating the art or whatever thing that you love that brings you joy. Yes, we do still feel like that, no doubt. And Venus right now, which is ruler of Taurus, she's in Pisces, she's exalted in Pisces. So we're still enjoying that energy. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is still having a good time. So the Taurus season will be still pretty good during around maybe the first part, because Venus will soon move from Pisces to Aries. That will happen later on. And while we are feeling this, but this Taurus season is not going to feel like the typical Taurus season at all, because as you all know, if you watch my previous video, we are in eclipse season. This year until mid next year, the lunar nodes are going to be on the Scorpio and Taurus axis. What does that mean? That means all the eclipses that we are going to experience will fall on the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. And we will be starting to experiencing that, because very soon, by the end of April, we are welcoming the first solar eclipse in Taurus. And later in May, we will experience that lunar eclipse that happens in Scorpio. So this is going to be a pretty wild Taurus season. So yes, use that groundedness energy, fall back into rituals and things or stuff that will help you stay grounded, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it for eclipse season. While we will be experiencing two eclipses during this Taurus season, we will also experience our Mercury Retrograde. Yes, if you all pay attention and have been following my videos or the posts on social media, all planets are still in direct. But by the end of April, planets will start to go retrograde one by one. I'm not going to create fear here, but this is the energy. And so embrace this last couple of weeks of all planets going direct to help you to move forward in life. And by the end of April, we will also experience yet another Mercury retrograde. I shared in some videos before that this year's Mercury retrograde is going to bring up a different flavor and energy, because all our Mercury retrogrades are going to swim between and go back and forth between two signs. And during this Taurus season, the Mercury will slow down and eventually start to his retrograde journey in Gemini, but it will come back to Taurus, finish up the retrograde journey, and station direct back in Taurus. So this is going to bring in a different energy for us to experience. Also, I want to encourage us to enjoy this Taurus season, embrace all the typical Taurus energy, to connect through our body, bring the awareness back into our body, connect through our senses, connect with the Mother Earth, connect with this beautiful springtime that we're having if you're living in the Northern Hemisphere, and just indulge a little bit. And remember to always fall back to whatever that helps you stay grounded, because we are in eclipse season, baby. So that is what Wednesday is about. Towards the end, on 24th, I believe it's a Sunday, Mercury is having a very busy week. He is yet having another aspect. This time he is going to have a square with Saturn in Aquarius. Sounds scary when I mention square, right? Don't be, it's okay. It's just energy. So Mercury making a square with Saturn in Aquarius is going to bring in clarity too, just like how he is when he had a conjunction with Uranus. But with Saturn in Aquarius is going to bring in clarity in a different way. With Saturn in Aquarius, this Mercury square will feel a little less, it's not going to be like electrifying, sudden, or like super exciting. While it doesn't mean it's going to be bad either, it's just going to be a bit more practical. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, or it might feel a little uneasy for some of us because it is a square energy, but it is definitely some needed constructive and clarity that we might need in our life. So this Mercury-Saturn square can definitely bring in clarity for us to help us see things in a more practical, constructive way. It is going to bring in solution perhaps, and maybe it is going to give us a new light to see things in a more practical way for us, whether it is about someone, something, or a particular area of our life for us. Again, everyone's human story is different, so apply that energy to your human story. And with Mercury in Taurus working with Saturn in Aquarius, it feels more a adulting energy, maybe even a little bit of a tough love energy too. It might ask you to be a little bit more responsive in certain area of your life, or about something in your life. It might ask you to make a responsible decision, maybe putting in more effort, create a more constructive plan, having a deeper look, or even to do some research regarding to what's happening in that area of your life. Also, maybe during the beginning of the week, that Mercury-Uranus energy might bring in some revelation, aha moment, ideas, or whatever happens that come up to you. Now, towards the end of week, maybe you're exploring, processing whatever comes up during the beginning of the week, and then having a deeper look to all this new information or this revelation discoveries that you have within you, or from somebody or from something. You're taking a more calm, constructive, and practical approach to process whatever comes up. So I feel like this energy is quite nice to end the week. To begin and end the week, we have something that might suddenly bubble up or happen, or just, might even caught us a little bit off guard. But we do have that square energy for us to take a deeper look, to do some research, to look at it with more clarity as well. So I don't think it's that bad. I feel like they kind of come in hand in hand and might be able to help each other. So it's a pretty nice energy. So that's about the planetary energy that's happening this upcoming week from 18 to 24th. So now we'll jump to part 2, where I'll do a tarot card reading for the collective. Hello everyone! Welcome to part 2 of the video, where we will be doing a collective tarot card reading to see what messages does the card spirits and the universe have for us this upcoming week, April 18 to 24. All the cards have been meditated and shuffled already. And also, this is a general collective reading. It will not resonate with every single one, because we all have our own human stories. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you would like to do a private reading catered to your own energy and your own human story, I am more than happy to help you to do that. Or my information are below in the description box. Feel free to contact me through my social media, my Instagram. Follow me there, message me there, or shoot me an email as well. So let's begin and see, what does the collective need to know this upcoming week from April 18 to 24? Okay, let's begin. Wow, we are really seeing that that Mercury Uranus energy coming up from this reading. And definitely many of us this week, we might really have some sudden changes or shifts, whether we are the one experiencing them, or we are the one who's giving them to somebody, right? Because it depending which side of the energy you're on. So everybody experience might be different. But this week, something sudden might happen, whether it is an incident that might happen, a sudden conversation, information coming in for you, or you giving out to someone, whether it is a aha moment revelation within you, or you really get some intuitive hits or insight that happen just within your psyche, your spidey senses, your mind, that will really bring forth this change or shifts that you need in your life. And it can be about a certain person, certain relationships in your life. It can also be about a particular area in your life, or your life path in general. I see that there are different stories line coming out. For some, this news or information that come in will truly bring joys to you. It's going to bring you a really emotional happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction for you. Something that brings you joy, some things that really makes you happy. Maybe somebody get proposed this week. That can be one of that, a sudden information. And this can be you hearing good news from maybe a client, something that you have been waiting for. Maybe you are applying for school a course that you really want to get in and you get it. Maybe you apply a visa or to move to somewhere, and this week you get your confirmation, you get your yes. Maybe you're waiting on some sort of news. No matter what that is, it is a good news, and I'm so happy for you if that's you. And for some people, this is going to be, you recognizing something within you, you having that revelation within you that some things in life needs to change. A certain area, certain direction needs to be changed. And this week, you know that, you realize that whether you want it or not, it is coming in, whether you're ready or not. But ultimately, this change, this shift that you are experiencing is going to bring you happiness regardless. It might move you back to the path that you want to be on. It might help you to redirect you or anyway. But this, whatever that comes up for you, it is a good thing. And for some, I see that this can be a material gain for you. Maybe you have good news on your investment. And you have a very good opportunity coming out regarding to money matters, regarding to a job career situation. But this is going to, for a group, is going to be really happy. But for another group of people, this news is going to create confusion, is going to create, oh my God, I'm not too sure if this is what I want. I'm not too sure what to do about it. I don't know what should I do with this piece of news. And maybe for some it is a revelation within you that something needs to change, and you're not too sure how to approach it. You're not too sure, you need to change something, but maybe there's just so many options, you don't know what to start from. You don't know which one to pick. So the card is here to invite you to listen to your heart and choose the one that you think will bring in the most fulfillment for yourself, whether it is regarding to a work, investment situation, whether it is regarding to a particular area of your life. And some of us this week, you're being asked to make a decision and you don't know if you're ready. It can be about what do you want moving forward in the future. It can be about you making a pretty big life decision as to how you want to do something. Maybe it is about your career future. Maybe this is about a relationship. How do you want to move forward to it? Maybe this is regarding to your own business, right? And you are stuck in your mind. The card is telling you to get out of your head, to step out from this self-imposed prison that you create for yourself, for your mind, and just take yourself out of it. Maybe go for a walk in the nature, maybe just do something to smooth your mind, to just take a break, to let loose, let go, and come back to it later. Then you will have a clearer mind as to how you want to make that decision. It can be a life-changing decision for some. It might be a big decision in your life. You're planning maybe to relocate, to start something, to end something. But no matter that means to you in your human story, the card is telling you that you're doing yourself and everyone no good if you are continuing in that spiral mind that you are having, that you're going through. You are having this self-imposed mind prison that you created. You are constantly maybe overthinking and questioning, and to the point where you don't even know anymore. So the card is telling you to please take care of yourself, use this Mercury and Taurus energy, and we're stepping into Taurus season to get grounded, to stop staying stuck in your head, pull yourself out, do something to distract yourself so that you can actually gain some new perspective. You can come into it with a fresh perspective, seeing things from a new light, that you will that will allow you to make a better judgment decision. So this is what I see from the card. I feel like for a lot of people, you're going through some life changes, decision that you have to make. And I feel like what the card is trying to say from all this different scenario is to quiet the mind, to quiet those mind, what's that called? Those mind chatter that you have inside your brain. And just, if you have to, just take yourself out of it, take a break, and just step out of everything. When you're so into that situation or that person or that particular thing in your mind, you don't seem to have a clear judgment. The only way is to just pull yourself out of the situation, even if it's hard, and just take yourself somewhere else, and then allow yourself to really just process everything, the emotions you're going through, and come back to it later. I'm sure that will help to smooth your mind, to gain some new perspective, perhaps to be able to a better decision for yourself or for that situation in your life. So I hope this message helps. So now let's get some additional message guidance from the Oracle card. I'll first get all the cards out and then we'll talk about it. Hello everyone, all the cards are out now, so let's talk about it. And while I was shuffling the card just now, I heard, what do you want? So I just want to add an additional message here that I heard from Spirit. It is asking you, when you are so stuck, when you feel confused, when you are being asked to make decision this week, when you are being asked to answer some question in life, to process whatever comes up, it is asking you to drop back down in that heart space, to get out of your mind chatter, to truly listen to your heart, your intuition. Because as I told you, we have a lot of Mercury energy going on this week, and it has to do with you listening to yourself, you listening to your heart, your intuition, that little intuitive hits and nudges that you get. You just get it. Sometimes when you know, there's no words to explain, you just know. And this is how it's going to help you to make some of the decision you have to make, and just trust that whatever come up, whatever sudden things that might happen, it is for your highest good. All right, let's dive into the Oracle cards. Wow, I can only say that is why I love to get Oracle cards when I'm doing reading, because they often give us, yes, additional messages and guidance that's going to help us, but sometimes they also come out to confirm what I already said in the tarot card reading. And we do have some of that here. So let's talk about it. From the Moonology card, we have last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less and feel more. And as you all know, that we have been having some really heavy Pisces energy going on in the collective right now, and this week is still going on. We have 4 planets. We have a stellium in the Pisces house. The Pisces house is effing lit, okay? We have Jupiter, we have Neptune, we have Venus, we have Mars. They're all partying in Pisces. So what does that mean? It is asking you to ask yourself, what the hell do you want for your life? It is your life, no one else. So what do you want for yourself? Stop thinking about what other people might think, how people might judge. What do you want? What makes you happy? What makes your life happy? Ultimately, no one is living your life for you but yourself. So what are you going to do about it, right? So it is asking yourself to talk less and feel more. Bring that awareness back into your body. We're stepping into Taurus season. We're still in Aries season. It is about you connecting with your sense of self. You asking yourself, doing those excavation work that sometimes, yes, might feel very uncomfortable and scary. But that is the only way you can truly love and accept yourself totally, unapologetically, right? Be you, do you, right? It's your life. So what do you want? Talk less and feel more. And then we have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. This is the anxiety or confusion that you might have this upcoming week. If they comes up, it is asking you to take a deep breath and look at this card. First quarter moon in Scorpio. We have a lot of Scorpio energy from the Moonology deck, which makes so much sense. We're in the eclipse season. We are going to experiencing a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which kind of showed up here in a way. So wow. Right on point. It is asking us to release our blocks, to breathe through the tension. Yes, Scorpio is intense energy, but it is also the energy that we need to embody in order to move through life, to do the excavating work within ourselves in our life, in order to ultimately go for what we want and live the life that we want. And then from the spirit animal deck, we have, whoa, another very Piscean energy card. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Just like that Tower card, trust in divine detours. Something might happen. You might feel like shit hit the fan this week. That you might just, whoa, what the hell is this? What's happening? Or like some sudden changes, some sudden revelations going to come up. Sometimes when you don't get the lesson, universe might just give you a slap in the face and make you see it. So for some people, this might happen this way too. But then now you see, we have card 43, Our Spirit. You see clearly now. Once you clear the clutter, oh, this is the next card. My God, this is card 28, Fork Spirit. Clear out the clutter. So sometimes also, we need to declutter our mind in order for us to see clearly what's happening in our life, in order to make better judgment decision for ourselves. And sometimes I always believe, energy flows. Our living situation environment does play a part because energy is everywhere. It is how it moves through us, moves through life. And when you're living environment, when you're living in a place that is cluttered, that is not having a flowy, a good airflow, your mind, your body will feel that clutter as well. So if you haven't done your spring cleaning, maybe it is time to do it. It might help you to clear out your mind, to see things clearly, and help you move forward in life as well. And here we go. We have another oracle card here from the Rose Oracle, which I love so much. We have the card Morning Dew, Clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. All these cards resonating with each other. They are from different decks, but they all came out and they all have a very similar message. It is asking us to do whatever we need to do in our life, different areas of our life, even in the physical space that we're living in. Whatever is creating that clutter within you, around you, clear it out. You will have a fresh new energy, clarity to your life outlook, to whatever you're going through, to the decision that you have to make. So I guess this message is very strong and clear and loud for all of us. So I like that. I like how sometimes reading are just so clear cut. All the cards are only echoing the same thing for us to know. So I'm going to read you the guidebook message as well, just to share a little bit more information for you. We have here Morning Dew, Clarity, a fresh start, positive outlook. There's a special moment when the day is new and the sun is still young, when we too are given the opportunity to begin again. The presence of morning dew welcomes us with the grace of a fresh start. And as the moisture gathers on the rose, it invites us to see things clearly, sometimes in a whole new way than we did the previous day. A new perspective is suddenly here. Healers from all corners of the earth believe that the incredible healing quality of the morning dew. They believe that it possesses the same healing properties as the plant themselves, with the dew capturing their essence in clear potency. Practices such as walking barefoot on the morning dew, drinking from the petals of the flower, placing dew on the body are thought to bring about powerful shifts in healing. If you're lucky enough to meet the morning in this way, we too may be blessed by the special healing liquid that carries the secret essence, both the earth and the entire universe within it, the morning dew. This card brings the message that clarity is on its way. A new start and a change of perspective are possible. Shifts are coming. The future is looking renewed, hopeful, positive, and bright. Keep focusing on your ideal outcome and trust in the presence of the potent morning dew. Whoa. Loud and clear. All right. So I think this is also to say that if you feel like you have been in a very stuck energy too, just keep staying positive. I know sometimes it's hard to, just ask someone to stay positive, but just trust that whatever you're going through, whether it is a stagnation or stuck energy, whatever that's happening in life, just trust that if you can try to bring your focus and awareness to your desired outcome, and let this energy to help you to gain momentum, to believe that every day, every single day when we wake up, we have the choice, we have the power to create the change we want in our life. Yes, it might not happen overnight, it might not happen right away, but baby steps, day by day, we keep moving towards our desired outcome in life. We will get there, right? Last but not least, from the self-care oracle, we have self. If beating yourself up work you be thin, rich, and happy, try loving yourself instead. Can you give yourself a little bit more love? Can you give yourself a little bit more care? Bring that awareness back into your body. Embrace that Taurus season energy that we will start experiencing this upcoming week, and start focusing on yourself, right? When you can focus on yourself, when you can truly be the authentic you, embracing every ounce of you, not just the pretty outside exterior look or only the aspect that is nice or beautiful, presentable, professional, or whatever. It is about you being able to fully love and accept yourself 100%. When you can do that, the light that you shine outwards is just very different. And that will be able to help you to achieve whatever this is what you want in life. So I hope this message helped. Feel free to drop me a comment below. Feel free to connect with me on social media, and email me if you need a private reading. I'm so happy that you stopped by, and I am wishing you all a good week ahead, and I'll see you back here again next week. Bye!